Welcome YouTube. Today we're gonna be using Azure Active Directory to create users. So first thing you have to do is you can search it here. It's AAD. I mean here A. What's happening? It has you have to search it as a service. AAD, and here it is. I don't know what was happening that time. So under the Azure Active Directory, you come to users, and from here on, you're gonna create new users. So you got bulk operations. So this is when you maybe let's say you have an on-premise situation and you want to migrate those users to your Azure Active Directory. I think you would use this bulk creation rather than creating users. Maybe let's say they have 500 users, so you can create those one by one. It will consume a lot of time. So even maybe if there's like a project going on from different organizations that are collaborating, I think if they coming with a lot of members, that's a way you can do it. So you gotta come here and create a new user or invite external user. So you can invite someone. If let's say your organization has like a contractor that is coming to do a certain job for maybe 3 months, I think this is the option you're gonna use. But we're gonna create a new user, and here we go. So to create a user is pretty simple. You just have to issue a name, so we can say Leseja, and you create the domain. So if your domain has, if your company has a domain that they are using, I think is the one that you will use here. And a display name, we can say Leseja again, and we can auto generate a password, or we can choose to create our own, I think, but we're just gonna auto create the password. Is it auto create or auto generate? Yeah, it's auto generate. So let's review and create, and we can edit the rest of the details even when a user is being created. So we can edit, and yeah, let's edit properties. So we can add stuff like email address, residential address. We can add a picture, I think, job title. So let's say you're doing cloud support. You are a cloud support engineer. The name of the company is, let's say you're working for YouTube, because this video is gonna be in YouTube. You fall under IT department. Let's say your ID is 123456. Employee type, I don't know what we can put, but let's put um what can we put? Employee type, let's just put permanent, right? So that we can, what's happening now? So let's put, oh, permanent, And employee hide the hire date. Just put any date, location, office. I'm in South Africa. I won't give out my address, but I'm in South Africa. So if you have your manager, you can do that. Street, you can just say South Africa, South African street. What's happening? Street, city, South African city, South African province, and yeah, there are a lot of things, so you can just edit those. And what's there? Identity. Let's see what's under identity. Okay, it's display name, first name, blah blah blah. Okay, and job information. Okay, we got contact information. So this is where you can put your email address and your phone number. Parental controls. Oh, okay, so it has this feature, age group minor, not adult, adult. Oh, that's pretty cool. And settings on premise. So I guess these are the ones that Azure will provide, and you can save from there. And after, I think, let's see, you can reset a password. So I think depending on your license that you have with Azure, there's self, what is it? Self, I'll find it just now. There is a, okay, let's self reset password in Azure. I forgot the keywords that they are using. So it's self-service password reset. Yeah. So if you have a license that can, so you can also select members that you want to use that self-service password reset. So that is the cool feature you can use. So let's go to the user we just created. Here it is, and let's see what we can find and explain further. So you can delete, you can reset a password, you can revoke a session. So this will revoke all sessions for user usage, requiring the user to resign from all devices. So I think this is when you've, as a user, maybe a user is leaving the company and then you delete the user. I think first you have to revoke the session so that the user can access the company resources using all devices that they have used in the past. So if I got a computer in the office, I use a computer in the office, and then I go home, I use a different computer. I think this is the feature that you're gonna use so that they don't access in all devices that they've used. So you can add this user to a group as well. You can assign roles depending on what they're gonna be doing. So okay, we go into roles. Let's see. You can add a role to this user. You can add this user to a group if they have. So I'm using a sandbox. So some of the features I won't have, but if you don't have a sandbox, you can try a student tier. I don't know how much that is, but I think it's free because you get free points for maybe a year or something like that. But I'm using a sandbox, so that's my way of learning. And yeah, so that's the video for today. I just wanted to create a user, and that's where I'm gonna stop. Thanks for watching, and